What's up, Ragin Nation? How y'all doing? This is Alex. You're watching the Ragin Nation show, Transformers 4 edition. This is just a web series where I talk about all the things that matter to me for the production of the fourth installment of the live-action Transformers film franchise directed by Michael Bay. This is update number 21, and unlike the last couple of updates that I made recently with the big official announcements of the robot cast, namely the Autobots, this one ain't so big. In fact, it could be something or it could be nothing. Now, it's nothing official, but in the last 2 or 3 days, the production was filming in Pflugerville, Texas, and also the Manor area of Central Texas. And I don't know what they were really filming over there, but 2 vehicles were sighted. And it's actually 2 very particular vehicles. Now, the first vehicle that I wanted to mention to you guys is one of them is an off-road type of racing vehicle, and it's called a rally fighter. Now, rally fighters I don't know a whole lot about, but of course they're in the racing industry, but specifically in flat terrain. You know, it doesn't matter if it's pavement or desert, flat desert, but apparently according to the website rallyfighters.com, they race in these types of environment. Now that is kind of cool, and because these types of vehicles were actually transported on a flatbed trailer, it means that this sort of vehicle, this type of vehicle has some sort of significance to the story and the film. So who could they be? I think it's a Decepticon. I don't think it's a camera car at all. There's no reason why they would transport that type of vehicle like a camera car on a flatbed trailer. It makes no sense. In fact, the Porsche Cayenne with the camera crane on top of it, it can transport on its own. In fact, they transport the Porsche Cayenne and then they attach the camera crane to it afterwards. So I don't believe it's a camera car at all. I also don't believe it's a military vehicle. I believe it's a Decepticon. What do you guys think? And the other vehicle that is also on that flatbed trailer is also what appears to be one of the Nest vehicles that were used in Dark of the Moon. In Transformers Dark of the Moon, they had these Jeeps. It was a transport vehicle for the Nest. I think they also used it in the beginning of Revenge of the Fallen. I can't remember. But anyways, this is a vehicle that we've seen before. Now, the crazy part about this is that it could also be a Decepticon. Now, why do I believe it could be a Decepticon? Because, well, Josh Duhamel and Tyrus Gibson weren't casted to play soldiers or members of Nest. So we don't even know if Nest is a part of the story anymore. And another reason why I think it could be a Decepticon is because Michael Bay is known for recycling vehicles. Or vehicles that he has access to. For example, Bone Crusher was killed in the first movie, but he reappeared in the second movie, in the desert battle of Revenge of the Fallen. And also Long Haul was killed in Revenge of the Fallen, but he reappears in Transformers Dark of the Moon. So what does that mean? It means that Michael Bay really doesn't care as long as he has access to these vehicles. So he figured he probably has access to this vehicle, why not recycle it? Now, it could be a Nest vehicle, as I mentioned before. It also could be a Decepticon, but I truly believe that the Decepticon, I mean the rally fighter is a Decepticon. I mean, why pick out a vehicle like that? And also, I don't believe it's an Autobot because it's very much like the Dreads. They're very plain looking. They're a matte finish. There's a matte finish on top of it, and it just looks aggressive enough for it to be a Decepticon. And remember those Chevy Tahoes that were actually the Dreads? Well, it could be more or less like the same concept, except they aren't the Dreads because the Dreads were killed off and I don't want to see the Dreads. Well, the Dreads are cool, but I don't need to see them. I want to see something completely new. And I think a Rally Fighter is a cool vehicle to choose as a Decepticon. Maybe it could be one of the Stunticons. Who knows? It could be a Drag Stripped or Wow Rider or you know, Dead End or Breakdown. Who knows, right? So, I don't know. I'm just going to throw that out there, and I think that both of those vehicles are Decepticons, all right? I could be 1 out of 2 correct. But there you have it. That's what's been spotted. I don't even actually know if they were doing any actual filming, but those vehicles were spotted, and we know it's part of the production because we've seen the Nest vehicle in the previous movies, all right? So there you have it. That's all I got to say in this video. Now, the last thing I gotta say is I will be mentioning how to become a Ragin Nation VIP member. this is something that a lot of members, or rather Ragin Nation people, you know, subscribers and people who like the Facebook fan page, a lot of people have been asking me, hey, how do I become a Ragin Nation VIP member? Well, I'm going to let you know in this video right here. Just click on that video right there, and I'm going to let you know how you become a Ragin Nation member and how you get access to cool prizes like this. And also this right here. This is the Skywarp. Is it Skywarp or Thundercracker? I can't remember. This is I believe this is Thundercracker with the Japan exclusive die-cast arms microns. As long as you're a Ragin Nation VIP member, you have access to a prize giveaway, which consists of this one first, and then the next one is this. So why don't you click that video right there, and then you guys will find out how to become a Ragin Nation VIP member and how to get access to all kinds of Ragin Nation VIP swag. And there you have it. That's all I gotta say in this video. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more Transformers 4 production updates, you better hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be posting them as they go along, and this is your one-stop shop for getting information about Transformers 4. Also, if you want to talk about Transformers 4, hit that like button on the Ragin Nation Facebook page, because we're always talking about it, alright? And if you want to chat with me directly, tweet me at Ragin Nation on Twitter. My name is Alex Yu. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.